Welcome back to It's Life Loudly.
Where life is messy, imperfect, and worth sharing.
We're Dalton and Kristen Steichen, and we are excited to share stories and our experiences.
Ones that might inspire, motivate, and hopefully make you laugh.
We are not experts on this thing called life.
We're just here chatting about it.
It's
Life Loudly.
Hello.
Hi.
We're here.
Oh, we're starting?
Yeah.
Hello.
What do you think I was doing?
I thought you were doing our sound check test.
Oh, no, it's good. It's good. We're both back.
We're here.
I think everybody was mad that you ditched me on the last episode.
I don't think anybody was all that mad.
Sure.
I wasn't going to say anything anyway.
What do you got going on this week?
I don't know. Weather?
Is that good weather or bad weather?
They lowered our totals again, so I don't think it's going to be very bad.
So you're talking about future weather, not weather that we've currently had?
Correct. Had a calf. That was fun.
Yeah.
First calf of the year born. First registered animal that we own, calved.
Healthy and on the ground.
More that are close, so keeping an eye on them. That's why I started setting an alarm in the middle of the night to look at the cameras.
I'm sure right as the snow or storm or whatever comes.
Oh, for sure. There's going to be at least two of them.
That'll be the time.
For sure. Hey, my
Mother
plan
Nature
tomorrow
knows.
before it starts is to look through the cows real good.
What, it's supposed to start tomorrow already?
Tomorrow afternoon.
Everybody kept saying Wednesday.
Wednesday's the worst part, I think. Tomorrow's just rain
Well,
and wind.
Rain's not good if it's going to be 20 degrees.
It's going to be 32 degrees.
Well, that's almost worse. Because then it doesn't know if it's going to freeze or not.
Basically. I'd rather just have nothing.
So your heart is the weather and your joy is we had a calf.
Yeah, we can use that.
I thought our Valentine's was fun.
It's been bull buying weeks, so that's interesting and can be stressful. Bulls are very expensive this year.
As is everything.
Yeah.
We had a good Valentine's. We took some of our kids to
The calf was
Bismarck.
born on Valentine.
finally
We
got
should
a
call it
new...
Valentine. Her name Valentine.
Oh, how clever.
Somebody else said that. Was it Matt? I don't remember who said that.
We finally ordered a new kitchen table. We've been using
Dining
plastic
room.
table.
Dining room. It's not a kitchen table.
What's the difference?
It's just not.
A kitchen table?
It's a dining room table.
What?
Because it's not going in our kitchen. It's going in our dining
Doesn't
room.
every table go in the dining room technically?
No. See, I grew up where you had a kitchen table, which we don't need one because we have an island. You had a kitchen table and a dining room table.
What was the difference?
Size.
Your
Fancy.
Your dining room table was bigger?
So like when we lived here, you know the table that's in the shop office?
Yeah.
That table was our kitchen table here.
And it was...
And we had that and my mom's normal dining room table that she has at her house right now. That
Yeah.
big one.
Yeah.
That was in our dining room here. That's our dining room table.
But didn't you kind of have... Then wasn't it just like having two tables
Yes.
pretty much right next to each other?
Correct. Not next to each other because the rooms were split before
They
we
were
remodeled
not.
it. Well, there was a countertop down the middle that split the room kind of between the kitchen and the dining room.
Well, just the
That
peninsula counter.
It came way down though. It was long.
So this is a
You
weird...
you bake a poll. How many? And those numbers are decreasing because people have kitchen islands now. Like that's why we don't have.
You sound very passionate about
because I'm right.
Stop. So was there like certain days that you ate at the kitchen table versus
Well,
ate
we
at the
always
dining room
ate at
table
the
that was
kitchen
3
table,
feet away?
except for if we had a holiday or a gathering. Then we used the dining room.
So what if one day I just would...
And the kitchen table was like the kids' table.
So what if one day I just like was gathering up my food and I just went and sat down at the dining room table? What would have happened?
That would have been you like for no reason. You would have got a face expression. Like, what are you doing at the dining table?
Even though they're in the same room?
They're not.
They were! In this house, Dalton, they were. They were in the same
they were
room.
kind of split.
No, they weren't because the wall was on the other side of the dining room.
I'm talking about that counter.
Well, a peninsula coming out a little ways from your kitchen does not...
That thing was at least 10 feet long.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what's our poll? How many people have 2 tables in the same room? Is that our poll?
No, that is not. No, because I just said those numbers are going to be down because everybody likes having an island.
Okay.
Oh, he's trying to concentrate sleeping.
Okay, go shut your door then.
Nice slippers.
Go to bed.
Like you've act like you've never even heard of this being a kitchen of a thing.
Okay, to me,
Like in your parents' house, they don't really have a kitchen or a dining room. It's all just one. Like that makes sense.
What? Oh my gosh, it's the same as ours now. They have more of a split in their house than we do in our house currently, and I would call our
Yeah,
room.
but I'm saying
I would not say-
there'd be no way your parents would have room for a kitchen table and a dining room table.
Right. So I'm saying we got a kitchen table. We don't have a dining room in this house. We don't have a dining room. Dining room to me is a place that
middle
is
room
separate.
is not the kitchen.
It is.
If you're gonna call it the kitchen, you can call it the living room.
It is. It's all one.
I'm just saying we have an island. That is our table. You bought a dining room table.
Oh boy, that was 3 minutes of something.
You figure out some kind of poll here, and you're gonna have people commenting like, "Yeah, Dalton's right."
I'm trying to picture somebody else's house who has both that I can even think, but I can't. Like
maybe it's just an old thing. Like my grandma Gloria, when she lived at the farmhouse, there was a table in the kitchen.
But that was 2 separate rooms. You literally had to walk.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
There's no doorway in this house or in your old house. There was no doorway. I literally could have.
It was kind of a walkway.
I could have in your old house here.
You don't remember how it was.
I do, because I was always like, why are there 2 tables in the same room?
They weren't in the same room.
Oh my gosh. I could literally jump from one chair to the other chair.
No, you couldn't. That is false. Guys, don't listen to that. She has no idea what she's talking about.
It's just the way that to me,
like a kitchen table is a smaller table.
Okay. Valid.
Like standard 4 to 5 people. Then your dining room table has the leaves and has all the chairs and the benches, and you can get everybody.
Okay, well, clearly we have a dining room in our house, but I would have never said go to the dining room. I would say go to the kitchen.
That's not the kitchen. If you told me to go to the kitchen to sit up and eat, I would sit up at the island, not at the not at the table.
I think that's so false.
It's not false at all.
Oh, golly. Okay, well, that was a long way around the fact that
the table that we moved to the apartment, that is a kitchen table. That is not a dining room table.
Even though it has the same. So when that table was in this house?
That was a kitchen table. That is a kitchen table because it's little. It's not for a lot of people. There is a difference between having a kitchen table and a dining room table. You bought is a dining room table.
Okay, so I can jump on board with that. You're talking more about the physical table being the kitchen versus the dining room, not the actual physical place.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
I can jump on board with that.
Yes.
Because I don't think we have a dining room.
Knowing a lot of houses that had one of each.
Well, I guess that's our show today, guys. Everybody,
see you guys next week.
I'm kidding.
I know.
Everybody can tell us.
Man,
please.
I got passionate there for a
bit. I just have one more example. Like my sister's house. Her room is a dining room with a dining room table. But I wouldn't call what the kids sit at a kitchen table. I'd call that like a little like breakfast nook or I don't even know.
I call it a camping table. I don't know.
Camping?
Picnic table.
It's not a picnic table. It's like big and wooden though. It's
your
a bench
sister's
seating.
situation is just a little different.
But that's in 2 separate rooms.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway. Wow. Okay. Well, all that to say is my high is we finally have a dining room table. We finally got a dining room table. We've been using plastic ones for a long time. We took our kids to Bismarck for Valentine's Day. We did some fun stuff and took them to an arcade and took them out to eat. We made the mistake of thinking that we were just going to walk into a restaurant on Saturday, Valentine's Day in Bismarck at 6 o'clock p.m. That was a mistake. I think we called 5 restaurants before we found one that didn't have a 2-hour wait.
But it had a wait by the time we were leaving.
Yeah. It was busy when we left. My hard is that we're supposed to go to the lake this next weekend, and it sounds like the weather.
Yeah, they're supposed to.
I don't know. I just don't like making the decision on when is it safe or unsafe to drive.
Yeah, you don't like to
I
do
don't
that.
like making that decision.
And you drive way too much to be not good at making that decision.
I just want somebody to tell me, yes, it's safe. You're going to be fine. No problems. Because that's a long drive
The
to
problem
make
is when you're going that far, it might be a yes down here and a no up there.
Right. So I really hope that by Wednesday, the road maps are just clear, like no travel advised, don't, or it's green. I don't want any in between. I want just
It'll be
yes, drive, or no, don't drive, because that's my least favorite part. But we're going to get some skiing and snowboarding in, hopefully.
Not me.
Not you. You're staying home with
My cows.
the cows. So, yeah. Which, speaking of, today we are talking all about the transition into calving season. Whoop, whoop.
Hip, hip.
Pip,
Pip, pip, the doodly doo.
Last week was an episode kind of just on one of my things, and today is an episode on one of Dalton's main things that he does. So, first, let's just chat about how do we move from like the winter season into calving season? How do they like transition? What changes or what needs to be done differently or anything new that you're doing on the daily to prepare for that?
I don't know. I guess I feed cows all winter until a calf is born.
And then what?
I don't know. It's different every year. It's all different based on the weather. So if the weather's going to be cold, if the cows start showing that they're close to calving and the weather's going to be cold and icky, I will lock them in the windbreak area where I can keep a closer eye on them, and I will sort through them almost every day, looking for, maybe not every day, but every couple days, bringing in the cows that look like they are showing that they're going to calve the soonest
How many
into
can
the
you
barn.
fit indoors? Or how many do you usually move indoors?
However many I need to.
If the weather's if the weather's bad.
If it's a blizzard, I've had.
Don't you do that if it's like going to be a sloppy mud mess too? Because calves can't be born in the slop.
Well, depends, because sometimes they're better off out in the pasture up on the hills where it's dry being born than in the muddy corral.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember a couple years ago that bad storm we had. I sorted out 80 some cows and I gave them the red barn, and I was still calving out bred heifers, and they had the silver barn, and a bunch of pairs had that lean on the silver barn for a big blizzard.
I think we need to take a brief time out.
Oh yeah, I hear a little voice.
Little voice. Never a dull moment. Hold on, it stopped. Okay, where were we? Are you going to move anything around differently this year? Now that you have more.
Yeah.
All heifers.
Yeah, those heifers are staying in the corral. He's in his bed.
Oh, golly.
So no, my heifers will stay separate while they calve.
And this
pairs,
year
they'll go together.
We have like 3 different time frames for calving, or just 2? Like
it's really only one. The heifers will be, these bred heifers will calve. Well, they're AI bred for the 22nd and the 23rd of February. So they'll
AI bred, meaning that
artificially
inseminated. For those that don't know, that
I'm assuming they will be done not long after that, maybe a few days, maybe a week, and a week after that, the cows will be real close. So
when are the other heifers though? Like your bred heifers are first, or your?
I don't have other heifers. What are you talking about?
We don't have any other heifers other than the registered ones?
Correct.
See, that's why I've been thinking about
the ones we bought from Dad are 3-year-olds.
Oh.
Second calvers. And they fall right in with our calving window.
I think that's why I've been confused this whole time, because I was like, I feel like we have 3 different groups this year, but I didn't know that. See, look at even me learning things. And then, that's pretty much.
I'm gonna have to figure out a place for the bulls, horse.
I feel like you say that every year, and then you just figure it out.
And that horse is what makes it a pain in the butt, because I could just haul the bulls probably to Vernell's if it's going to be nice weather. And how do you think that horse is going to do with that?
Yeah, not well. Not well.
And I don't like putting that horse with calves.
Yeah, he's kind of a bully.
So he'll get a manure pen, probably.
Yeah, and it's just so sloppy.
It's just the way it is.
You can't even turn him like out.
That's where there'll be pairs eventually.
But I thought we always do pairs.
Yeah, and then when that gets full, I need to kick them out. It's not going to take long for that to get full.
Yeah, I guess not. I just feel like that way, there's a spot.
Yeah, that's where the second group of pairs go. So why would I put them where I got to move them again?
Because I feel like we have 3 different. We've got there, we've got there, And we got 3 different sections.
And I will use them all for pairs.
Well, I know, but by that time, there'll be more open space down here. Then you just move the horse again.
Well, he's going to get the calf pen. Unless he... Well, no. I can probably give him that corner in the corral again. We'll figure it out. We do it every year.
Well, if you would have asked me last week, I thought he was dying, but
he's fine, unfortunately.
Don't say that. He's just hardy. He just keeps on going. He's the gift that keeps on.
If he wasn't so bullheaded and annoying, it'd be all right, but you can't do anything with him.
Well, you knew that because that was the reason why he's here in the first place, because he was very bullheaded and stubborn.
He's sitting at the lick block or lick tub the other day, and my $10,000 3-year-old bull comes strolling up, and he kicks him away from it. All that ticks me off.
There's no way he actually kicked him with full force.
Yeah. Well, no, not full force, but he kicked at him and wouldn't let him up to my lick tub. Those lick tubs are out there for the bulls to get, not him.
Well, he sits at one of those all day long.
Yeah, it's already gone.
He needs one of his own. That's what he's trying to tell you.
What?
He said he needs one of his own. That's what he's trying to tell you.
Tell your sister to get one of his own.
You heard it, Lauren. Rio needs his own lick tub. So yeah, we're gonna share a couple little wild calving stories. Do you remember the first crazy thing that I remember? And so, like, I don't really remember a whole lot about calving
before we lived here.
Before we lived here, when we lived at the other place. So I don't really know.
It was like the transition of me taking over the cows, basically.
But I feel like that didn't happen until we lived here. So, like, I'm kind of confused.
Well, that's when we bought them.
I'm kind of confused on how we. I shouldn't even say we.
That's when we bought them. I started doing all of the taking care of them and calving them before we bought them.
All I remember is you riding down on your snowmobile because you couldn't get there with a vehicle and you couldn't see anything. And I was like, literally like.
And that wasn't even calving. I just had to get here to feed.
How in the world are you going to get there? Number one, without getting hit by a truck, and number two, by like. How am I going to get hit by a
truck? Who's going to be driving out here?
Come on. Literally, you couldn't see anything.
Well, clearly I could. I got here.
Well, maybe you had some tracks to follow. I don't know. And then we must have
been road.
And then we must have been living at the other place when we moved that little nasty camper.
Pickup box camper, the Hilton.
Is that what that was for?
Well, he bought it originally for. No, we used it as a dryer shack before we had our nice one.
Oh, did you just set it on the ground, or was it in the back of a vehicle?
On the ground. It was set on the ground here.
And then did you just haul it with like a trailer or payload, or how do you even get it down?
How we got
I don't think I've ever seen it in the back of a pickup.
No, we've never used it in the back of a pickup.
It's like one of those. What are those called?
It's a pickup box camper. It goes in the pickup box.
Yeah. Yeah, and
so there was a big snow system coming, and it was calving, big blizzard, and we didn't have, somebody else lived in this house, but yet I was in charge of calving the cows out here, so wasn't gonna stay in the house, so parked that little camper thing right in front of the barn door. And is it crazy to say I slept in that thing for like 2 weeks? Because I don't think I think I did. I think it was a long time.
I only remember
because it was 2 storms.
I remember you and I slept in it for 3 nights.
Yeah, and I kept doing it because it was super cold for a long time calving, and I'm like, I'm not coming home. I had to wake up every like 2 hours for like 2 weeks.
We played a lot of cards.
Trouble. What did we do for food?
I don't know.
And that was before that, none of that renovating we did in that barn. None of that was
there was probably
no heated room.
No.
If there was, we could have just slept in there.
No. Yeah, because there wasn't a refrigerator or anything. I don't know. Did you have a refrigerator in there?
I think Miley slept with us in there too.
Did we have a refrigerator in that little camper?
No.
I don't think so. I have no idea. But I remember we were there for 3 days.
We had to run an extension cord for power and had one thing, an outlet, and had a little light and a heater.
Where'd we go to the bathroom?
Probably in the house.
No.
I think so. I think we used the basement bathroom in the house here.
I don't remember that.
I remember I would come home during the day, but in order I wouldn't.
No, but like when we stayed down there, the storm was like coming. Like there was we knew that as soon as
we slept down here during the blizzard.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really remember after that, or you not being here. I don't recall.
Yeah, we definitely used the bathroom in the house. I know.
Is that the same time where we? No, maybe that was maybe when we lived here, but anyway, yeah, we put that camper. What was it? A foot away from the door, so we literally took one step and then went straight into the barn.
Yep.
And just sitting in a tiny room like that for a couple of days is
not fun.
enough to make you go a little crazy.
And they weren't even our cows.
I feel like we had some
of them.
We had some way where we could watch movies.
Laptop, either laptop or iPad.
But we hooked up to what?
Well, the house here had Wi-Fi. We were hooked up to it.
You really think it went that far?
Oh yeah.
Anyway, that's probably the craziest thing I've done. I remember a couple times helping you give calves baths. Some that worked and some that did not work.
When they're so cold. Yep. C-sections are interesting.
Yeah.
Seen a few of those.
They're kind of incredible.
Did you ever see one?
Cows have a lot of layers.
7?
I don't know. I've never seen a human C-section, so I don't know.
7?
I have no idea. I just know that there's layers, like an onion. They just keep peeling back layers. It's like, where in the world?
Do a lot of stitching.
Oh gosh, yeah. It's kind of, if you're not grossed out about that kind of thing, it is kind of incredible to watch
Doesn't bother
how
me.
people can do that and make that happen.
I've seen 3, 4 of them. Inside out calf.
I was gonna say
that was disgusting.
The weirdest Is that the weirdest deformity we've had?
By far. So inside out means just it's abdominal. Yeah, region didn't, or belly or something like that, didn't form, like shut. So all of its insides were like, out in the womb. Calf still grows and lives. Everything's basically normal until it needs to take a breath after it's born, because obviously it can't.
Yeah. I feel like there was another one with legs.
That was gross.
Oh, do you remember when we made the one with the little casts? It had little casts on its leg. That was so cute. I mean, it was sad, but it was cute. And didn't it live?
Casts?
Like, yeah, remember we had to put splints, not stints.
Splints? I've had to do that lots of times.
Yeah, but we had to do it once, like, was it both of the front legs?
Yeah.
And then they walk around all cute. And then they can walk.
Well, I hate it. I hate that.
Well, yeah, it's not good. But, because wasn't that one, like, their legs, elbows, or what you would call, they bend the wrong direction?
Well, they're lacking something in...
Like, their legs buckle.
Yeah.
Weird. But they don't buckle, like, forward like a normal calf would when it lays down. It was almost like backwards. Like
no.
Hyperextension, but like the opposite.
Like they're supposed to walk like this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, like, it doesn't stand on its toes the way that it's supposed to.
Their knuckles just have, like, not knuckle, if that would technically be.
And then we had, little Amelia. She was the cutest little thing. She was mini. That was the smallest calf I think we've ever had. No.
No, but she lived for 3 or 4 days.
Tiny.
Oh, I bet she was.
It was like
30 pounds.
It was like having a small dog.
30 pounds, I bet. She lived for a few days. I thought she was gonna make it.
I had to check on some calves in the heater once.
That's something you should have to do a lot.
No, but I feel like this one didn't make it. There was like... I tried to do...
I feel like back in the day when you did help me a lot, there was a lot more death than there is now. You're just remembering all the death stories. In the last few years, we've been fortunate enough where we haven't had a ton of death.
Yeah. Because I even did... I don't know why. I didn't do full-on mouth-to-mouth like you probably would have, but I did chest compressions on a calf.
I've done mouth-to-mouth, and it worked.
Yeah.
Once.
Yeah, that is dedication.
And you wonder why I was in the hospital with Campylobacter.
I don't wonder. Nobody wonders that. Yeah. This is your public service announcement to be clean during your calving season, everybody. Be clean. Wash your hands.
I know exactly when I got it. It was when I pulled the dead twins out of that cow, and she went down in the chute, and I had to lay down in everything to be able to reach in far enough to I didn't know what was going on, but all I knew was there was more feet there than one calf could have.
Yeah.
And they were like tangled, so I had to like sort it all out to figure it out, and I couldn't do it. She wouldn't stay standing, and she went down in the chute, so I had to lay down in it. I was soaked head to toe.
And didn't you say like it stunk?
Oh, it was horrible.
It was like you could tell.
Horrible.
So what would you do differently in a situation like that?
Nothing.
I still think I need to get you like a hazmat suit.
I need to get a vet suit.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
We should get one.
Yeah.
For situations.
Yeah, we should. But would you take the time to go put it on?
Yeah. It would save laundry. Yeah.
Then you just have to make sure you like power wash it or something. I don't know how they wash those things. Just spray them down
with the hose.
Yeah. We've had lots of better calving stories than we've had.
Last year we had 11 or 12 sets of twins. 12, I think.
That's so fun.
No, it's not. I would rather have one healthy calf any day, unless I have a good cow that needs a calf.
They're so cute. How many? But didn't we like it to sell a couple?
Yeah, we sold.
We didn't have
3, I think.
I was gonna say we didn't have a ton of extra. I feel like
we sold 3 or 4. I spiked maybe 2.
Oh, let's talk about that.
And I think I made 2 cows raise them, and they did fine.
Also, something that's a little cute is when you see a calf running around with a little blanket on it. Even if you know what it is, it's really disgusting. But it's cute when you see it with their little suit on. So
yeah, it's not cute after 3 or 4 days. I'll tell you that. It stinks.
When you have twins,
well,
there's a couple different ways people spike calves.
If you have a cow that lost her calf and you want to
give her a different baby,
if you want her to adopt one, if you have a calf available. It's called spiking a calf. Spike calf.
You basically trick the mother.
You got to trick the mother into thinking it's her calf.
Yeah.
So I've done this a few different ways. Some people will not skin the dead calf, and that's fine.
Just because they don't.
Well, they don't want to mess with it or don't believe in it or it's gross, whatever. I don't know what the excuses are.
I feel like that would be the best way. But.
So you skin the back hide off of the dead calf and you tie it on. I use twine or electric like string fence wire. That works really good. You tie it to the live calf so she smells it and thinks it's hers. And a lot of the times it works. Some of the times it takes a few days or sometimes longer. So last year actually there was I had a set of twins like born a few hours before I had a cow give birth to a dead calf. And I took the afterbirth from that cow with the dead calf and smeared it all over one of those twins. And I actually got it to like stay on the calf when I put it with her, she took that calf in 12 seconds. It was hers. Like, boom. Yep, that's mine. I was like, sweet.
Well, that's what they say. I mean, that's what they say about humans too, is that babies definitely can smell their mother. And maybe
and vice versa.
Around. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't remember that about my birthing experience.
So like 4 or 5 years ago, I had a really good cow, but she was older. I couldn't tell you what number she was. She lost her calf, and I had a bottle calf. And I'm like, you're taking this calf because I like you as a cow. Because a lot of the times, if they don't raise a calf all summer long, it could decrease their chance of breeding back. So, I'm like, you're taking this calf. I fought with her for 11 days. And she was so sick of me. And I was so sick of her. Got to the point where she wouldn't.
Every day?
Yeah, in the head gate for a long time, twice a day. And then it got to the point where she wouldn't go in the head gate. So, this was before our new system, like set up, shoot. So, it got to the point where she'd let it suck if I was in there with her.
She's like.
Because I'm sitting there holding a stick and I was mad, and she'd let it suck only if I would stand there. Got sick of doing that for probably 4 or 5 days, and then I was about ready to give up. Like I that's when I stole your perfume. Remember?
Well, yeah, I never
I read online that you could take like perfume or Axe body spray and spray the calf and spray her nose and drug her up, and then they smell alike, and so I was trying everything.
I feel like you've lost a couple bottles of cologne that way also, because
I'm sure
you've done that a lot.
And it was about when I was going to give up. I took the calf from her. Why? So I did give up. I took the calf away from her for half a day, and I went out there after later that day, and she was just bellering for that calf. It was hers. I gave it to her, and it was hers. I don't know.
She's like, I just wanted to see what you would do. Like, would you?
I just wanted to see how long it would take you to cave.
Oh gosh, that's funny. And I feel like you tried to use that powder a couple times.
I still use that powder. I still have some. What is it? Orphan No More.
Orphan No More. Wow, what clever names. Oh gosh.
Sounds like anhydrous.
Yeah. Does it really?
Kind of.
Nasty.
Or like potting soil. I don't know.
I wouldn't put
Nitrogen.
anhydrous in potting soil. Smells
Well,
in the
like
same
it
category.
has like a strong like
Nature.
fertilizer smell.
Oh,
I don't know. I'll let you take a whiff.
fabulous. Well, I can tell that it's calving season in our house. Well, and I don't really
it
like.
hasn't even really began.
It hasn't even really begun. But have you looked at the garage carpet?
Well, that just has to do with spring, like melting.
Hay
melting weather
everywhere.
Well, there's hay everywhere in the yard.
Hay is.
And guess where your son has been
everywhere.
playing? In the hay yard.
Yeah. Hay everywhere.
He
up
takes
the stairs.
my snow shovel, out of all things, down and shovels up corn and silage and chopped hay that I spill with the tractor and puts it back on the piles.
Yeah, he came back the other day not well from that. I was like, dude, you can't keep doing that, because he was covered head to toe in it, and he was sneezing, and he was coughing, and he was wheezing.
Wasn't he already a bread?
Yes,
red
and he needed a bath and an inhaler treatment, and I was like, dude, you can't do that anymore. You're allergic to this stuff. Like, we can't be flinging that around. But yeah, this is when my grace for the cleanliness of my house really starts to go down, just because I feel like our light switches and our door handles and
the amount of laundry,
the shower curtain and the amount of laundry. You know what I was thinking the other day? If I could go back, I would get knowing what it's like now to live with 5 people in a house. I grew up pretty much being an only child, right? I would get a double washer and dryer.
That's a thing?
Well, I would buy 2. I would have made a laundry room where I could have 2 laundry washers and dryers.
In the world? Like, do
that people do too?
Homes?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Sounds expensive.
Do you know how much, like, when is the last day that we have not had piles of laundry sitting outside that laundry area downstairs?
Well, we have another set of machines now.
Yeah, I know. We should figure out where those can go and fix them and have a double set. Because eventually someday I want a set in a barn that's like, okay, dirty work clothes, this is where we're doing that stuff in this set only. So that when we clean the filters and whatever, it's not manure. Although using the brunt clothing has helped versus jeans.
Even these other ones that are thicker?
Yeah, because stuff like
flings off of them?
Kind of. Like manure, like just like, yeah, manure and jeans, it just like cakes in or something. I don't know. Jeans are just a bad heavy material that, like, with all of these other pants that you have, it just like
comes right off.
Yeah. Like, I don't notice it as much. Or hay or grain or like other stuff doesn't stick. I don't know. That's beside the point. But that's how I know when calving season is approaching, by the cleanliness of the yard and house. Except what's going to bother me is, like, we know that all of this warm weather, mud, spring type weather again. Is not to stay, and all of these ruts in our yard are going to freeze like this.
Yep.
So we're just going to have
bumps.
I almost want you to, like, go take a blade and, like, go.
Well, I could tomorrow or something when it's
level it out a
the
little
last
bit.
warm day. I could go and back drag it with the bucket so it freezes smooth. Bless you.
Thanks. But yeah, so it, like, doesn't feel like it's here, but it kind of feels like it's here, because every time calving rolls around, it's like, oh, springtime. But I feel like we are calving way earlier this year than we have ever before.
The first calf born last year was February 27th. So what is it? How many days?
10 days off?
Yeah,
12 days off?
earlier.
Yeah, which is, yeah. What was the weather like?
Don't remember. I think it was nice.
I don't think it was 40 degrees
I think
last
it was
February.
nice. She was born out in the pasture.
It was a pretty nice winter last year, though.
Yep. Well, obviously, I didn't even know she was showing. She just calved out there. I'm like, oh, boom, there's a calf.
Yeah, it's not here to stay, though. It's not here to stay. I hope we're not going back to negative, like, 20s.
I think there was a night coming up.
Because that doesn't make me happy, but...
It doesn't make me happy either about calving. But that's the way she goes.
I just feel like it was really weird that
Thursday night, -1. Friday night, -1. Saturday night, -6. Sunday night, -3. But then after that, it's like the highs those days are 10. But like then next Monday, it's high of 22, low of 10. Next day, high of 24, low of 9. High of 22, low of 8. So, oh yeah, if there's cows that are close, I'm gonna have to sort them off because those calves will freeze if they're born in. So I'll have to be on the lookout.
It's that time of year. Like, both of our kids came home today talking about sign-up sheets for their next sports. Like, we are in spring sports. Like, I feel like we just started the school year. Like, we just had our first day of school.
Like of the year or of this 2026?
Of the year. Like where did it? I don't
Goes
know.
fast.
It just
flies by.
And then our oldest reminded me that next year we will have a high schooler, a middle schooler, and a kid in starting elementary school. Every kid is starting a new thing next year.
Thanks, honey.
Like that's the only time, probably the only time that'll happen. But
might line up with. Will it line up with college and high school and something else?
I don't think so. No.
College ending and college starting and something else?
No, the little boy will be in elementary school still when that's all going. I don't think he won't be at the other school with either of his sisters. That's crazy to think. But yeah, it just means that the season's changing, and that's just crazy. Just nonsense.
What else do you want to talk about for calving?
I don't know. That's pretty much all I had.
I usually start feeding them in the evenings. I'm not going to yet.
Yeah, I always want to know why you don't do that all the time, but
because it doesn't work out with my other schedules.
Like fishing?
Yes.
Is fishing coming to an end with all this warm weather?
No. There's lots of ice yet. I don't know how many more times I'll go.
So if for some reason we end up skipping an episode here or there, don't fret. Nobody needs to worry about us. It just means that we are in the heat of a new change of seasons.
I'm going to try to do more TikTok things for calving.
Hey, go follow the Farmer Dalton on the TikTok. Leave him a message.
At the tone.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I had.
Okay.
We'll have more stories as calving unfolds, I bet.
I'm sure you'll hear them in the highs and lows.
I kind of think I still hear a little voice outside our door, so I think we need to go do something about that. But
okay.
Hopefully we'll be here next week. If not, it's just because we're living loud.
Living
loudly. Yep. Okay. See you next week. Bye.